You know those places in your mind, in your memory, in your perception, where you've never been to, but you've always heard so much about? People travel to these kind of places and come back with stories, come back with experiences, and books have been written, videos have been made, movies have been made even. So even though you've never been there, you have this perception of this place kind of in your mind already. For me, Santa Monica and Los Angeles overall was that kind of a place. I had seen it depicted so many times in movies and media and just through hearsay. Oh, the people there are this way, the culture there is that way, the overarching vibe of the city is a certain way. But I had the chance recently to go out there and see for myself what it was like. Admittedly, I only spent 4 or 5 days there. Just barely enough time to soak in a 2, 3, 4, 5 p.m. shadow in Koreatown, and can kind of get a glimpse of what's happening down the side streets of the neighborhood in Koreatown when nobody's really pointing a camera or looking. But after that trip to Koreatown, I decided to go west to the coast. And there I got to see firsthand a sunset on the Pacific Ocean. I found myself on Santa Monica Pier, a very, very traveled place, very touristy place to be sure. But like I said, I wanted to see it for my own eyes. I took my time since I was by myself, and I kind of meandered along the side of the pier. And what I saw, it kind of set the tone for what I was going to see afterwards. I looked on down the side of the pier, and there was a family of stingrays intermingling themselves with a handful of baby sharks. Something that you just don't really see too often, no matter where you are. I walked further down to the tip of the pier and just let myself sit on a bench and take in the sights and sounds around me. I sat there until sunset, and I got a chance to shake the hands of a few friends I hadn't seen since years ago. And it was kind of fitting it took a place like that for me to see them again. But I wrote this little piece called Scene from Santa Monica Pier, mostly about what I witnessed on the tip of the pier. Calm, like the sound of a trusted loved one's voice, by the sea at 6 p.m., with the salty wind and pier debris wafting onto me. I see a seal slaloming amongst the fishermen's cast twine, and a gull situate itself with the bark onto the pier railing, broadening its wingspan as if to say, I was here first. Then the fisherman grins at his son when he sees his boy catch his very first big one. I see the brilliantly blonde manes on a gaggle of onlooking surfers who've retired early from a day of chasing their own big ones. I see families eating funnel cake from the pier benches. We all cheer and applaud when the fisherman's boy cuts off the fish head and tosses it to the sea for the slaloming seal to seek.